Hello.
Hello, Ben.
Why, this isn't a high seas adventure.
No, it's not, is it?
Yeah, Jordan's thing is taking several decades to install. Um,
It's not even telling me
mm,
how long now, which is really annoying because the download was like 20 minutes.
hmm,
The download before that, before it crashed last time, was 5 minutes. So,
well, well, maybe killing some drug lords will help.
I doubt it. Let's
Uh,
do it anyway.
let's
It
see.
can't hurt.
Let's see what Diana's got going.
Contact has shared the identity of the Shadow Client, a former
Mm.
mercenary and bodyguard by the name of Lucas Gray. His past is a black
Any
void,
relation to
but
Christian?
analysts are digging
No,
deep.
maybe.
Meanwhile, we've had a breakthrough of our own.
Who knows? I know I
Comparing the
don't.
malicious attack patterns with global shipping and transportation routes, we've figured out how Mr. Gray and his paramilitaries move around the world
Hmm.
undetected. They're
Helicopter.
using the distribution network of the Delgado cartel, Colombia's biggest drug manufacturer.
Oh,
Clearly, Gray must have struck a deal with the Delgados. Consequently, if we can cripple the cartel, we can severely limit the malicious strike range. But to do so, we need to slay a three-headed serpent. Sociopathic cartel head Rico Delgado
A
and his two
Hydrocerberus.
closest
yeah.
lieutenants, PR guru Andrea Martinez and savant chemist Jorge Franco.
Have you seen that thing about
With equal
the
parts guts and guile,
Hydra
Rico
logo from
Delgado
the
runs a
Marvel
$5
films?
billion criminal
What thing
empire.
about it?
The word
About
is,
how the
Lucas
Hydra
Gray
logo
cartel
has
head
got one
is
head and lots of
hell-bent on
arms.
becoming the #1 drug lord in the world.
Is it?
To achieve
Yes,
All right.
it's like a skull squid,
has been buttering up state leaders and decision
and it's a complete opposite of a fucking Hydra.
an expansion of the Delgado logistics network.
They've mixed
While
up the
the
things.
but aloof
Let's
and
have a look.
antisocial Franco has been hard at work developing a new type of
Yeah, you're right.
So,
That's
two
just
of
Spectre.
Colombia's most infamous crime
That's
Yeah,
just
lords
the Spectre
contracted
logo, which is just an
inside of a
octopus.
hostile
yeah.
environment. I will leave you to prepare.
How ridiculous.
Hmm. So,
Anywho, you've got to kill some drug lords that
yeah,
are making not candy.
he's in charge of the drug cartel. He's the head chemist. She's the PR lady who makes all
Hang
the
on a minute. Hang
political
on a minute.
connections. What?
Hang on. These three people are off-brand Johnny Depp from the mid noughties.
Fair.
The bloke who played the Shoveler in Mystery Men, Fargo, and off-brand Jennifer Lawrence.
He looks like James Franco.
I don't see that.
Maybe a bit. Maybe the name's thrown in.
If I find
Yeah, send me a
I mean,
picture.
Shoveler,
Incidentally, you recall that party in Paris we went to? With the very
William
first
H Macy.
Yes, he does. That no, you're right. He does. You remember that party we went to in Paris in the first mission?
Yeah.
She was there.
No. Was he really? You could have killed him then, and it would have saved everyone.
She was
Somehow,
there.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said he.
You remember the first mission we did in Paris, the fashion show?
Yeah, I remember the fashion show.
Yeah,
I don't remember every intricate detail of it. I know you fucked it up a few times.
I know you. I wouldn't expect you to remember her because you know who she was. She's barely in it. She's like a side
I know.
character you can find.
But you could have killed her then, and it would have saved us all this hassle.
I didn't know we had to.
Well, bad thinking on your part.
right,
Do
bloody
you want to know something funny?
backseat murdering. Go on.
My install is done.
Fucking ridiculous. Well,
I know. Anywho, we'll do this
Um,
now,
I might as
and
well
we'll do
bring
the
this.
we'll do the Sea of Thieves after.
Yeah. I have drowned someone in this. Actually, you know what? Give me the garrote.
Do you want a topic?
Yeah, go on.
So, it's a very short topic, which is in keeping with the fact that it's actually a very short thing to have a topic about. It's another speedrun bit of information.
Alright, go on.
I saw that the Baldur's Gate 3 speedrun, a
Mhm.
game that I don't even know how many hours in. I can check actually though, because it's on the Steam Deck, but it's over 122.1 hours of Baldur's Gate time
Hmm.
logged. How quick do you think the speedrun is?
How long does it take to complete, generally speaking, do you know?
I sank at least 40 hours into it, maybe 50.
28 minutes.
4. It can be done in 4 minutes.
Well, it can't really, can it?
No, it can't be. It can't be properly done. The thing is that
You glitch
they let
yourself to the end cutscene, don't you, really? Something like that.
well, you take the earliest option to get to trigger the end game credits, which in turn kills your character. But yes, you basically teleport glitch your way across the map like 3-4 times. It's not very sporting.
No.
I'd love to see like a sporting speedrun. I saw one thing. It was like how people finish Half-Life 2 in 20 minutes, and the video was like an hour and 20 minutes long.
It's
like, what the fuck? I didn't watch it. I was like, I've got better things to do.
I mean, I think there's value in finding these things, I guess. It's just kind of neat, but I don't see the... It's not something that's ever really interested me.
I once considered trying to see if I could do the Portal 2 speedrun. Without glitching. With the non-glitch Portal 2 speedrun, because it was surprisingly slow. I thought I could probably do that, because I can do it in a similar sort of time. But I decided against it in the end, because I realised that it wasn't who I am as a person.
You're not that sort of man.
I'm not that sort of man. I don't like to do anything too quickly. Ladies, hit me up.
Or just plain hit him.
I mean, play your cards right. I might even pay you.
How do I get up there then, eh?
I'm assuming you either... Is this not Assassin's Creed? Can you not just climb?
Is there a drain pipe? There ain't. Help me, drunk man.
Do you know what to use for spigot?
Well, I could. That's part... So there's a... They're building a statue to the main drug guy in the centre of town. And they've hired a band for the opening. And one of the little ways you can kill him is by masquerading as a member of the band, and he's one of them. And you've got to wake him up and get them all together to get the band playing. And
can you not just masquerade as that member of the band?
No, you got to get them all, because I can't play every instrument, can I?
No, but if you masquerade as that one member, the one who is passed out, you don't have to wake him up, and therefore you can just get all the others.
There's another guy who you dress as a drummer.
Oh, because we're good at the drums. That is established.
We're good at everything, Agent 47.
So why are we not just playing as a one-man band?
It's like how James Bond, because that's not the sort of classy thing a drug lord has at his place. How the fuck do I?
Why have you got to get up there? Why have you got to do that?
See that blue thing on the mini map at the bottom left?
Yes.
That is the key card gadget swiper thing. There's a lot of key card doors in this.
Okay. So what they've done is they've put this item in a room that you can't actually get to.
You definitely can.
Can you not climb on the van? Is that how you do it?
What?
That little tuk-tuk thing. Can you climb on that?
No. You can't jump in this game. It's the thing. What am I missing, Jordan?
That's what he can't do. He can't jump.
You'd think
being a white man, is incapable of jumping.
I think there'd be stairs in here, but... Oh, hang on. There is literally nowhere to go there. Don't sigh at me, boy.
Surely you've done this before.
May I pick
God, he
this
can't even
up?
pick up a briefcase. Look at him. There we go.
Right, jobs are good, and let's go.
You don't want to pick up the homing briefcase?
No.
But it's such a wonderful weapon.
I don't need it for anything.
Not yet, but you might do.
What's through here then, eh?
I don't know, but it says solo personnel autorizado. He's clapping you going in there.
Is there a place to hide these prigs? Thanks, guys.
Well. Certainly no one's going to come in here, are they?
It'd be a bit of a bugger if they did.
We remain in Shanghai, where local police discovered a safe house belonging to fugitive pirate king, the Menendez.
Oh my god, that's one of us from the other game.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's a pirate king, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Silly.
Well, I could, but I don't think I'm going to. I think we're just going to pray, frankly. Having that. Right. That'll get me somewhere.
Can I do my Formula One topic so it's done that away?
If you want.
The big story
Yeah.
of the last week of Formula One is Daniel Ricciardo,
Oh, not that guy again.
who it's been confirmed is now being replaced for the end of the season by rising talent Liam Lawson.
Now, he's the shitty one, isn't he, Ricardo, is he?
No, Ricciardo's not shitty. He's had a lot of history.
Or he's just out of his depth.
He's just out of his depth at the moment, is the issue. It's a bit of a shame. He used to drive for Red Bull, left after a couple of years driving alongside Verstappen because they were channeling their efforts into Verstappen. And he didn't really want to be with a team where he was...
No.
He had the potential to be number one driver and they were treating him as number two driver. Right? It's the way it is sometimes. You've got to have a number one and a number two driver, especially if one of them is doing particularly well and if one isn't. Right? You need to focus on the one that's going to win the races. They were sadly focusing it on not Ricciardo. So he moved, did all right for another couple of years, moved again, things started going downhill, and now he's from the looks of things, not good enough to be a part of the sport. It's a shame, because everyone loves him. This is a guy who, as part of his celebrations, when he has won races before, because he's won like 8 of them, he's poured champagne into his trainer and drank it out his trainer. Like, he's got character.
That's sort of...
It's disgusting as hell, but it's character. It's called a shoey, apparently.
Is it?
But the coverage, the Sky coverage that I watch, they did like an emotional tribute to him. Both they had an interview with him that was quite emotive and very supportive, and like, look, we're going to miss you if this is true, because we've known about this happening for like a week and a half, but it only got announced today, like properly announced. But hence why it's breaking news. Because the team he was racing for is called Red Bull Racing, which is different to Red Bull. They are two separate teams. It's not even Red Bull Racing, it's actually Visa Cash App Red Bull Racing. Which is a ridiculous name, but it sponsors for you. Because they are related to one another, but not actually the same team, there's a bit of controversy around his getting the fastest lap during what it turns out is probably his last race in Formula 1. Because if you're in the top 10 and you get the fastest lap as well, you get a bonus point. The guy who had the fastest lap was Lando Norris, current second place racer in the season.
He does ring a bell, Lando Norris.
Good old Lando. He's British as well. Just so you know. Irrelevant, but just who he is. He had it and Ricciardo took it. But Ricciardo wasn't in the top 10, which meant he doesn't get the bonus point. Because Lando doesn't get the bonus point, what happens now is if he wins every single race and Max Verstappen comes second in every single race, Max still wins the championship by like 1 point.
Right.
So there's a bit of controversy over Ricciardo getting that point, or getting the fastest lap, considering he doesn't get the point for it, and all it's actually done is help Max win.
Sort of pointless, isn't it, really?
Well, literally. So yeah, there's a bit of controversy about that because it's a one team that has sort of influence over another team, taking advantage of that to help secure a championship. Is how a lot of people are seeing it, and I can see how it looks that way. I think you need to take it in the vein that this is his last race, and he's not going to win this last race. He's not going to score points from his last race. At the very least, let him have the fastest lap. And he had to earn the fastest lap, so he had to get the lap, right?
What a mess of this place. Look at the pigs
terrible,
that are working here.
So yeah, that's the scoop.
Just so long as everybody's having fun. Well,
and apparently,
Ricardo guy doesn't sound like he is.
Apparently, he's got the fastest ever lap on that track as well. At the moment, it won't last probably unless they change the format, which they do sometimes. But you know, in fact, they changed it this year. It's different to what it was last year.
Right.
So I suppose getting the fastest lap of a race when they've changed the track doesn't really mean an awful lot. But yeah.
Well,
it'll be a shame to see him leave because he's, like I say, he's got a bit of personality and people like him.
Yeah. Well,
I'll just remember there's another bit I need to tell you.
Go on then.
The people that I watch a cover job. It's for Sky People, and
Yeah.
not in a bit I was watching, but they had Ted Kravitz, the guy who was famous for the oh my god, lots of guns.
I know, right?
The guy who's famous for the "It's Lights Out, Away They Go." This is
Oh,
one of the
that
few
guy,
Formula
yeah.
One. It's him. I mean, you've heard the people say it, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Like it's what
I
happened
think
at the
you
start of the
mentioned
fucking
it as a
race.
potential name for that channel.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, he was doing a piece about Ferrari's wings, front wing, and the changes to it, and he was flubbing it. So he said the words, "Fucking hell, let's just do it again." Well, let's start over. And this was for a pre-recorded segment during a live bit, and they played the wrong pre-recorded segment. So they played the fuck up with him saying, "Fucking hell, let's do that again." Live,
Oh god.
even though it was a pre-recorded segment, and he was getting shit for it.
It's not his fault.
I know it's not his fault. We were giving him shit for it. I think
People
it's
are
brilliant.
dumb.
I think it's brilliant that it happened. I think it's terrible that he's getting shit. Goes to show just how complicated TV is. If pre-recorded segments, or if the pre-recorded segments of live TV can still go wrong, right?
Yeah.
That's all that tells us.
Oh god, I've got to move this guy. Hurry.
But yeah, that's it. No more Formula One for 2-3 weeks, maybe 4, depends.
Well, it's all right. Do you want me to bore you now with one of my niche interests?
Is this EastEnders?
No.
Got it.
So you may have heard. You know, a while back there was that series called Monster about Jeffrey Dahmer on Netflix by the guy who did
Yes.
American Horror Story. What's his name?
Evan Peters.
No, the guy who wrote it.
Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy, yes. Now,
he was played by Evan Peters.
He was
also
yeah.
in American Horror Story.
And Ryan Murphy's done a lot of things. Well, a few things that I find quite interesting. Oh yeah, this is the thing. The main drug guy has a brother, right, or a cousin, and he's in love with the PR lady, and wrote her a love letter, and one of the goons nicked it, and has been reading it out and making fun of him. What a dumb thing to do.
That is a bit of a dumb thing to do.
Anyway.
It's not a very nice thing to do either.
Fuck. Yeah.
Is this the Menendez brothers?
Well, I'm getting to it.
I'm just expressing the fact that I might already have a vague knowledge of what we're going to talk about.
It is the Menendez brothers.
Okay, I don't know anything else about it. I just knew there was a thing, and some people have found it controversial.
Yes. Well, he's done a few things. He did American Crime Story, the first one of which was about O.J. Simpson, which was great. But there's a lot of material in O.J. Simpson, so it's probably always going to be a goer.
Sorry, quick aside.
Yeah.
I learned earlier that the O.J. Simpson trial helped to kill off the TV show Gargoyles.
TV show what?
TV show Gargoyles.
Why?
Because it was being shown predominantly the same time, and because it was one of those syndicated TV show things, coverage of the trial and all the big news about it would eat into this show being put on.
Yeah.
So it basically people couldn't properly watch it because of the OJ trial, and so the show ended up getting cancelled because not enough people were watching it.
I did not know that, but that makes an awful lot of sense.
And it's funny as well,
because that trial was fucking huge.
OJ also killed a TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, allegedly also killed a TV show.
Yeah. Anyway, is this the way the hippo is?
I don't know. Who's he calling Buckman?
So, quickest. Oh, fuck's sake. Fuck you.
This is one where you said you'd killed everyone.
Yeah, I seem to be doing it again.
Drop down what? The serpent something.
Yeah, I'll check it in a bit.
I just want to have a look at the
know. I'm drop ancient pillar.
Oh, ancient pillar. I thought it said serpent.
I reckon if we do that, it's an easy way to kill whoever's down there.
Jesus Christ!
But Yes, he did Feud as well, which the series about Betty Davis and Joan Crawford, which I quite liked. But yeah, his new series is called Monsters, and it's about the Menendez brothers.
Okay.
Now, I saw this pop up on my Netflix recommended as like coming soon, and I thought it was a documentary, and I was really into that idea because I
Yeah.
think that's a great story. But turns out it's not that at all.
Is it a dramatisation?
Yes,
Well, I mean, dramatisations sell, don't they? That's the problem.
and I watched a little bit of. Oh fuck's sake! I've really fucked this, haven't I?
Yes.
I watched a little bit of the first episode. Well,
Mm.
I watched the first episode and watched a little bit of the second, right? And I did not like it. But one of the things that really stood out to me, and I think why it's engendered so much controversy, I know um, is the fact that you see. What do you know about the Menendez brothers to start with?
Didn't they kill their family? Remember?
Yeah.
Or something? I don't. There was an article about it. I started reading it. I thought, fuck this, I don't care. I moved on.
Well, the Menendez brothers were two brothers of
Eric.
Lyle and Eric.
Eric, and yes. My entire knowledge of comes from a stupid joke that George Carlin made in like the early 2000s as one of his stand-ups. That's the only reason I knew one of them was called Eric.
Well, they killed their parents,
Yes. Okay.
Jose and Kitty Menendez. And Jose Menendez was an abusive piece of shit and honestly kind of had it coming. Kitty Menendez, sort of, debatable. She like, it's a whole thing. I'm not going to go into it now, but they there's a bit in the first episode where they're sort of gearing up to kill their parents, and I thought, okay, they're obviously not going to show it. It's going to cut away, and we'll be outside the door, and we'll just hear the gunshots and the screaming. No, they show everything. They show
Okay.
Kitty Menendez getting like half a hand blown off by a shotgun. They show Jose Menendez getting like his face torn to bits by a shotgun. It's really out there. Um, so the gist with this
What a
hip.
shit.
Sorry,
Oh,
go on.
sorry, God.
Oh,
No, you.
the gist with this hippo is that the drug dealer got this when he got a little pet hippo when he was a kid or something like that, and he's been feeding it meat ever since, and now it's basically completely fucked in the head, and
Understandable. That's what happens.
yeah, there's shoes in there, so they've been feeding it to dead people, and yeah, you can feed it people, which hint hint.
Is that why? Why didn't you do that to get rid of those bodies?
Well, all right then. I will.
No, it's an easy way. They're not going to catch you.
Well, it was
Accidentally stumbled
a
across them.
fair way away.
Well, it's further away now, but you've dragged them all the way over it.
Well, I'll drag him down then, won't I?
Do one. You don't have to do them all.
All right. Yeah. So that sort of, I didn't really like the acting and the performances, and I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to enjoy this, so I stopped watching. I think one
That's
of the
understandable.
I think one of the things that has really gotten people is that it sort of dives deep into the idea that they were sexually molested by their dad, and there's a lot of controversy about that because there we go, because
Dun-dun,
yeah, there's thoughts that they made it up.
dun-dun.
Whether they did or not, I think is debatable, but I think they definitely go into it with it. From what I've heard, it feels incredibly exploitative, and I think that's probably true. That was the
You get
vibe
stuff like that, don't you?
yeah, I mean, that was the vibe I got from the whole thing, and I don't really want anything to do with it, to be honest.
I can understand something that Ryan Murphy does being considered exploitative.
Another thing, I think it alleges an incestuous relationship between the brothers, which I think,
Okay.
pretty sure one of them wrote a letter strongly denying it and being like, really, this is just exploitative.
Oh, good on them for. I mean, obviously, if they've done a terrible, terrible thing.
I don't know. Jose Menendez was not a nice man. He was a complete piece of shit. Basically, everybody. Fuck. I'm gonna load. I didn't save too long ago. Basically, everybody said he was an asshole to those kids. Like, he was a proper. Reminds me a bit of my dad, like berating them at tennis lessons and shit like that, just ripping into them. When he died, because he was like a movie executive type. When he died, the people who worked for him, under him, broke open a bottle of champagne.
Wow.
Such an arsehole. That's what I've heard. I don't know how true that is, but that is what I've heard.
Still, shouldn't be going around murdering people, even if the people do in fact deserve it.
Yeah.
That's right. Move on, people.
How do I get him to come to the thing?
That is Catalina Delgado.
Oh, that's his wife.
To Rico Delgado for the past 11 years.
Does she want to go for a swim?
Well, you say that. I drowned her in the hot tub. There's an achievement for it.
Okay.
So I played through this. No, I'm pretty sure we can. I think maybe he checks on it periodically. It's probably one of those.
Yeah, my entire knowledge of the situation was from a George Carlin joke.
Remember what the joke was? Froggy.
Not a clue.
Those
Cannot for life remember what it was.
frogs are poisonous. You can collect them. Come on, come check on your angry hippo.
Yeah, angry hippo.
Hungry hippo. Is there a thing I can do here to get him to come down?
You'd hide in the box.
It's the most dangerous animal in Africa, a hippo.
One of the most dangerous in the world.
Yeah. I think if I push that, I don't think it does anything. I think it.
It'll just crush someone.
Yeah.
Not that there is anyone there. You call that a hippo?
Here he comes. That looks promising.
This is a hippo.
Yeah.
Wow. And I hear they're making a Zodiac documentary thing.
Are they?
Was that not what you were talking about?
Yeah, they are. I saw the trailer for it while I was waiting the 7 months it was
I
taking
did-
to get your thing working.
I did hear correctly then.
Yeah. It's going into the whole Arthur Lee Allen as the Zodiac Killer. And we'll probably talk about it later, but I have my doubts about that, because, yeah.
You know who I think was Zodiac?
Marvin the Martian?
Val Kilmer.
Really?
I feel like in the film Zodiac, he probably played one of the versions of the Zodiac. So they had multiple people playing, right? In the film Zodiac. They
Yeah.
had more than one person play the killer because they were based on different descriptions.
Yes, I
They
love
could-
that little touch.
It's nice. It's a clever touch. But something in my head tells me that Val Kilmer was,
Yeah, I honestly thought that I would have to feed you to the hip.
and I don't know why.
You pulled it off. Look, I'll wire you your payment as per our agreement. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Knock him out then. Oh no, just push him in.
Oh, no.
Why is he not shouting? Like, obviously he's now screaming. But if you just get pushed into a thing with a hippo by someone, like
Giblets.
you're going to be like, you'll be shouting, "You fucking whatever," won't you?
Not necessarily. I think he was shot. I mean, we did punch him in the kidney. You know,
Oh yeah. Famously, something that stops people from having any sort of brain.
we punched him in the kidney, threw him in the thing. Didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Wow. You best not ever throw me into a hippo thing after punching me in the kidneys.
I ain't gonna.
Good.
Couldn't lift you. Or push you because
You wouldn't need to. You'd have,
Because
you'd
you're
have to punch me in the kidney and then push me over a wall.
big.
If you do that, no trouble.
Oh shit.
Do it right, I might even pay you.
Okay, well, there's not really much for us in this place, so I'm gonna head over. That's the same
I
way.
got through 2 audiobooks this week.
Yeah,
Yep. Can you have any guess as to what they were?
Carrie,
No, but good guess.
Wind in the Willows.
No.
What?
Uh, I just think it's funny that you went from Carrie to Wind in the Willows after I good guess.
I'd say something, didn't
I listened to The Martian
I? Right.
by Andy Weir, famously made into the Matt Damon starring movie.
Yeah,
Oh, can you like do something at the altar to just kill everyone?
that would be
Like some
neat,
sort of ritual thing.
but I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I listened to The Martian, and it's actually quite good.
Hmm.
It made me want to watch a film, and it made me want to maybe watch a film with my son
Huh.
because there's not a massive amount of inappropriate. There's a little bit, but
Hmm.
you know, you can excuse some in a film,
Yeah.
and it's an interesting film. It does amuse me that throughout the entire, with the exception of right at the start, they make a point of how thin the atmosphere is, and the atmosphere being so thin makes the violent dust storm that causes the incident in the first place impossible.
Right.
Like it scientifically could not happen. But other than that, the science is actually pretty decent.
Hmm.
So,
What was the other book?
Going Postal,
Oh, by our old friend Terry Pratchett.
Sir Terry
Or
Pratchett. Thank you.
more your old friend, really.
I
mine-
wish we'd been friends. But yes, it's, Going Postal by Sir Terry Pratchett. Listen to the entire thing today. Because it was only like 6 hours. And they made that into a Sky thingy. They made three Sky Terry Pratchett video movie
they
thingies.
did, yeah.
They did The Hogfather, which I love.
Yeah.
They did Going Postal, which I enjoyed. And they did The Colour of Magic / For Light Fantastic. And the thing I like about all of them is that they have Sir Terry in them as well.
Yeah, he gets his little cameo.
And Nigel,
doesn't
yeah, I played a postman right at the end of the Going Postal.
he? Yeah.
But Nigel Planer was in them all as well.
Isn't that
Do you know who Nigel Planer is?
was he one of the not Goonies? What do you call it? The wild young ones?
He was one of the young ones. That's right. Yeah. Just just one of those weird things. He was a massive fan of it. This was what I listened to by who
What?
he's most famous for.
Well, I didn't hear any of that. What was it?
But the one I was listening to today was being read by Tony Robinson, who he's most famous for.
Maid Marian and the Merry Men or something, isn't it?
Time Team.
Yeah. What am I
No,
saying?
it was obviously Baldrick
Was he?
in Blackadder.
He never was.
You know he was.
I know nothing, and you know that.
Jon Snow.
Right. Excuse me,
I
guys,
wonder what
how
you
I
can do with
really-
that cement mixer. Like,
Well, yes, if you paid attention to the challenges, one of them is
you mean the challenges that you were flicking through really quickly?
yeah. All right, come on, check
It wouldn't be an accident, would it?
it out. Where would I even put him? I don't even know where I put him. What do you?
Imagínate una barrera invisible entre tú y yo que se extiende de tus brazos hacia mí.
Excuse me.
¿Qué es eso? Estemos fuera de esa zona. Es mi espacio.
Don't make me
personal.
kill both of you.
¿Entiendes?
Perfect.
Well, that went well.
All right, come on, you.
Do you know the story of Going Postal?
Yeah, I do. It's about. I think I do. It's about a city. The city post office is being shut down, and they have to fight to save it. Is that it?
Not quite.
More or less.
In a way, I was speaking. It's a bit less getting shut down. It's a bit more. It's already shit.
Right.
It is very much a love letter to Royal Mail. whilst acknowledging that it is a fucking mess, even back then. I think that might be hippopotamus.
Well, bloody done.
Thank you.
Meh.
I don't know who that is.
No, either.
Yeah, so the main character, Moist von Lipwig, is a con man.
Yeah.
And he's hanged for the various crimes that he's done to within a half-inch of his life. He is then allowed to carry on, provided he takes up the job of postmaster.
That's right. I recall seeing a clip. Charles Dance plays Veterinary or whatever, isn't it?
Lord Veterinary.
Yes, which is basically Tywin
Yeah.
Lannister from he plays it like Tywin Lannister.
But before Tywin.
Yes.
It was some before Game of
Right.
Thrones, and it is brilliant. He does a fantastic job of it. But yeah, he
It's before Tywin.
he has
Did
to
you
run
say?
the post
Jesus.
office. Yeah, I can't remember what year it was, but I feel like it was like 08 or something. Going postal TV show. 2010.
Huh.
So yeah, it'll be before because wasn't Game of Thrones like 2013 or something?
Yeah. It would. It would have been before. I mean, he would have filmed it in 2009, which is definitely, or presumably 2009, which is definitely before Game of Thrones.
I'm
sorry.
He has to run the post office as best he can. He's trying to compete against a telegram style thing called the. It's sort of semaphore light display thing.
Yeah.
They're sort of sending over signals with light across towers.
Yeah.
A bit like Gondor calling for aid. And they're competing with that and win. Spoiler alert.
Good.
It's just good. It's a good story. It's a fun story. He invents stamps, like proper Sedum stamps, like we have.
Oh, yeah. Well,
They already had stamps, but he sells ones that you can pre-buy. There's a joke. He makes stamps he draws like pictures of things that are related to the town or the city we're in, including Lord Veterinary.
Yeah.
And someone writes a comic about this. Have you seen Lord Veterinary's backside? Yeah, and you couldn't pay me a penny to nick it. Because it's just a ridiculous fucking thing.
See, I feel like I'd quite like Terry Pratchett, but the thing that puts me off is that there's so many books and I wouldn't know where to begin.
Well, that's why I've started with this one, is because this is the start of an arc. Yeah. Like I had 4 tokens on Audible because I've not been listening to audiobooks for a while because I've been doing a podcast stuff. I thought, fuck it, I'm getting the 3 Moist von Lipwig books. He's a bit British, isn't he?
That's the thing. They're all fucking British. They were British.
That one Spanish guy.
They were British when we were in Marrakesh. Now, the best theory I've heard for this is that Agent 47 speaks so many languages, but he spent so much time with Diana, he basically translates it to British.
Yeah, but this guy on the left isn't British, is he?
He's got an accent.
He is.
Yeah.
He's not going to talk.
Okay, I think I know what I need to do.
Okay.
I think we need to get the shaman down here to bless this place.
Naturally, yes. That is obviously the course of action that one would need to take to deal with this problem.
It is South America, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I have that exact same issue because there's so much, as you say, there's so much tape. Getting it in the right order is difficult.
Yeah.
But
you see that one?
I've gone with. It's very weird, wasn't it? I've gone with a character art, which I feel is a safe choice.
It's a sensible idea, yeah.
I do own others. Like Death's got a series, and you've got there's a lot of them intermingling. But the best thing to do is probably to pick a story and stick with it. I look forward to getting to the Night Watch or the City Watch series because at that point I'll get to finally properly read or listen to the Boots economy thing.
Oh yeah, that thing. Do you want to go over?
Which
Is it
yeah,
Vimes' theory of?
Vimes' theory of boot economics or something.
Yes. Is that a?
The gist of it.
Yeah, go on. You do it.
No, say what you were going to say.
No, it's you. You love Terry Pratchett, unless you want me to.
No, I'll do it.
Okay.
The gist is that because of the salary that he earns, he can only afford a cheap pair of boots, like a 10 shilling pair of boots, for argument's sake. And because they're so cheap, they only last a season. And he wears them down to the point where he can, quote, tell where he is in Ankh-Morpork through the fog by the feel of the cobbles beneath his feet. Which is a nice bit of imagery, I think.
Yes.
Whereas if he was able to afford a 50 shilling set of boots, they would last him a good few years. And as such, because he can only afford the cheap ones, he has to spend more on them over the course of a lifetime than someone who has more money. And this is his theory on boot economics, and it's so fucking true.
That it's
by having more money, you get to spend less money.
Being poor is expensive.
Yeah, absolutely.
What up, hippies?
Who's this nutcase?
He's a shaman
with his Beetlejuice hat. Do you know why? Do you know what Ankh-Morpork is based on?
No.
Budapest.
Is it really?
It is the city of Ankh and Morpork.
Huh. I'm not going to choose.
Opposite each other on the river, and and it's obviously based on Budapest, which is famously Buda and Pest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been to Budapest.
As have I. I went there with my leg fucked up.
Did you really?
Yeah, that time I was in Hungary and I fucked my leg up. Back in, must have been 07, 08.
Hungary's quite pretty in places.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We went to a lovely lake.
Had to change into something more comfortable.
Bye. Have fun with whatever it is you're doing, you weirdo.
A lot of Europe is quite pretty.
Well, a lot of the world is quite pretty.
Yeah, but like a lot of Europe is quite pretty. Taita Watiti.
May the spirits guide you to fortune.
Thank you. I hope you won't take offense, but we were asked by Andrea Martinez to come here, talk to you about the cleansing ritual at the construction site.
I see. Can you remind me about the details?
Why does that accent feel racist?
Because it is. There's a funny disclaimer at the start of this game where it says that is it IO who make this? Whatever. Say is a multicultural company with many people of diverse, and every single accent is. I think it's a reaction to that because they probably realised, oh, everybody voicing this variety of accents is from Durham,
They have the same disclaimer on the Assassin's Creed games.
Do they make them too?
Ubisoft.
Oh,
I think it's the same company.
They're making a Bond game.
Who? Ubisoft.
IO.
Oh God.
What?
Just another Bond game.
Well, you say that, but what do you mean another one? We're not exactly inundated them.
No, but the trouble is, right? How hard is it to make a good one?
Nightfire is fucking great.
Okay, and GoldenEye was great, but what about The World Is Not Enough?
I never played that. I saw.
You don't want to.
I saw a trailer for it at the start of one of the old Bond VHSs I had. And
It's not a good game.
Everything or Nothing is alright, but Nightfire is fucking cracking.
And you can watch our Nightfire videos, in which Ben talks about Bond, and I point out how old the game must be based on license plates.
Yes, and I shoot a geisha in the head by accident.
Yes,
because
you did, didn't you?
The silly bloody cow ran right into my bullet.
And you accidentally got set on fire by a rocket.
Yeah, I couldn't open a door, could I?
No, you really couldn't. So go back and check them. Ben, make sure you link to those at this point.
Can't be asked.
Go on, do it. You know it'll be worth it. You'll get 4 views on them.
Just go to our channel and search it.
To be fair, there'll be a category for it.
Yeah. And we've got a
So you
playlist
do that.
for basically everything.
Mm.
Cheers. Thank you.
Oh, he wants you to kill Andrea.
No. He's They want me to bless the construction site, so the lady's asked to meet me. Hello.
Bit alright, isn't she? Not that you can see much after your your weird
There you
beanie.
go. How about that? Is that doing it for you?
It's a bit dark, to be honest. Actually, I can't really see too well.
I've been looking forward.
You're looking right down her top. You are. Her eyes are up there, mate.
Construction site on the outskirts of the village. The workers there uncovered a pile of old bones, and they've taken the opportunity to.
That's not a nice thing to call your mother-in-law.
I need you to go over there as soon as possible and wave your magic wand or do an interpretive dance or whatever it is you do.
I can do that.
You can walk with me if you don't know the way. Otherwise,
Oh,
there. Just don't take too long. I'm an important person and have many things to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very well.
What up? Right. Drink me in, fellas.
It'll be good to get to see the new equipment. It was certainly expensive. Do you know how hard it is to transport a cutting-edge brand new cement mixer and pourer around in the jungle?
Yes, I do.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, they're building a drug factory. Yeah.
Oh, what else are you gonna do in the jungle?
Now, one of the things that's
Welcome to people.
one of the things that's noticeable, as mentioned in the start of the mission briefing, is that these 3 people are never really in the same place at the same time. There's just I don't know what the reason for it, but there is a reason. She tends to jet set and live in cities, and she thinks this place is a shithole.
It is.
It is a bit, yeah. I don't hate this map. I don't hate it as much or dislike it as much as a lot of people do. Jesus, you see that? She fucking phased through him.
I feel like I could probably enjoy living in a village like this so long.
Sorry.
I feel like I could gladly and comfortably live in a village like that as long as I had decent internet.
Yeah. What about snakes? Spiders.
Close the door.
We're very lucky. Do you want to have the windows shut at all times?
Oh, maybe not, but I'm not. They're not that big an issue. I shouldn't think. There's no more of an issue for me than there would be for anyone else.
Well, I'm very lucky. I live in a country that's so moderate. Like, we don't have fucking anything really massively venomous apart from adders. Am I going to encounter an adder?
And the Tories.
And the bloody Tories, and that's
and obviously Reform.
And the Labour Party at the minute.
Wow.
What's up, you fucking slackers?
They're in a difficult position, aren't they? The Labour Party at the moment.
Are they?
Well, sorry, I keep being
Did
told.
you hear what happened at the conference? Somebody basically
didn't he? He got heckled, didn't he?
He got heckled.
Corbyn supporter.
Well, somebody said, "What about Gaza? What are you going to do to help people in Gaza?" And he said, "Oh, somebody had a 2019 season ticket, didn't they? Or conference ticket?" And it's just like, fuck you.
Wow. I hear that we've called for a ceasefire, along with a bunch of other people. We've called for a ceasefire on the Lebanon border. And Netanyahu has said, keep fighting even harder.
Are you the real deal, or do you just get tourists high?
Huh.
You got an audience, have you?
Right, come on, rally up. I'm going to wave me wand.
Hey!
I'm guessing I wave my wand, she stands there, gives a speech, we kill her. Hello.
In front of everyone.
Right.
All right, Taita. The stage is all yours. Cleanse away.
I need a sacrifice.
Right. Oh. Oh.
Where did didgeridoo come from?
I don't know, it's... I didn't do anything.
The site is clean.
Just wave my arms. Maybe that's the one thing 47 doesn't really know anything about. He was just winging it.
Oh, you read the thing, didn't he?
Excellent.
What?
You read the thing in the guy's hut.
Oh, yeah.
There's no reason why what you've done is anything worse than what he would do based on
Right, come on, love. Get your mark.
You need to push her in there somehow, don't you?
Is this it? What do I do now? No, okay. I thought it would be really, really strong, but I need to wait for it to stand right in front of it.
I think you need to push her in because they're going to up.
No.
They're literally talking about how they're going to fire it up.
No.
Read what they're saying. Like, you see why I think that's what they're
Yeah, I
talking
do,
about,
but it's not how this game really works.
I am eager to get this site back on track, Mr. Rodriguez. I trust you know what is at stake here.
Come on, love.
Excellent.
There we go.
Mr. Delgado needs to have the
Ah, she stands in front of it.
It's vital.
I'm not sure I've seen you before.
Martinez is down. Good work.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah. That's just the way it works in this game.
There's a lot of the ones you have to actually pushy side of things.
No, I get where you're coming from, and that would have worked too. But right, now we just have to kill the chemist, and I'm definitely going to poison him.
They're not going to ask you to re-bless it.
Nah.
You've added new remains.
We need to get another shaman and hope he doesn't kill anybody by accident.
Yeah, they're surprisingly chill about the fact that A, one of them saw you turn it on, and B, it's killed someone.
I mean, in fairness, I am like the religious leader of the area. I don't know if
What you're
she's...
saying is it's okay for the Pope to kill people.
What I'm saying is, if the Pope appeared to accidentally... If the Pope was in that position and all those workers were diehard Catholics, I don't think anybody's holding it against him too hard. I don't think anybody's volunteering that information to the police. You know what I mean?
Also, it wouldn't help him anyway after a while because you're not going to be around. They'll go to his hut and he'll be like, I don't know what the fuck happened. Some bloke hit me on the back of...
Yeah. And then they'll shoot him
accused of
anyway.
murder. Oh yeah, to be fair. Because that's what you do with cocaine hounds.
Yeah. Yep.
I learned something about Jamie Oliver.
What did you learn about Jamie Oliver?
I learned that he and I have the same opinion when it comes to custard.
Mustard.
Custard.
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 Do you hate it?
Nope.
Do you love it?
I love it in a particular circumstance.
Oh, Christ.
Cold custard on a hot pudding. And
Yeah.
it feels the exact same way.
Yeah.
The contrast of the hot and the cold.
Yeah.
And I
That's
prefer
fair.
to have the custard cold, personally.
Well, I prefer to have the custard hot.
But you'd have it with a cold pudding.
Yeah, obviously. It's a juxtaposition, isn't it? The contrast.
Exactly. That's just what
The
the dichotomy of hot and cold.
The interplay of flavours and textures and heat.
Yeah. It's almost like a sort of oral foreplay, if you will.
Don't ruin it.
So anyway, he goes on about, he went on about it on the radio this morning. Gets the nasty stuff out of the can, which is so terrible that it's got E numbers and he shouldn't go near it, but he fucking loves it. Not in those words, because it was BBC Radio 2 in the morning. But
What a wanker. He took my wham bars.
and turkey twizzlers.
Hey guys.
I almost texted in to say I want my turkey twizzlers back. But I decided against it.
How many
because it
people
cost
have
me money.
held that sort of abuse at him in the past, I wonder? Do you
I
want
want my turkey twizzlers!
do you want to see someone getting eaten by a piranha?
Yeah, go on then.
See him?
Boys. Yep, I see the fish as well. Fishes.
First time I played through this, I killed that lady with piranhas.
Oh yeah. What, Andrea?
Yeah. Do I have how? I think we poisoned this guy.
Okay. Don't want to just shoot him from a distance.
No, because I've done that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I miss the old Stickman Assassin games. Do you remember them?
Yeah. You get an achievement in this game if you dress as a shaman and kill like I think it's like 10 of these workers without ever leaving the fields. That's pretty fun and atmospheric.
Yeah.
That's what led
Sort
me
of like
to just kill everybody in the map because I'd killed so many people. I just thought this is fun, and it is fun.
I kind of want to play that level in the Star Wars Battlefront where you play as the Ewoks in at night fighting against stormtroopers on Endor, because I've seen people playing it. It's just clips of people playing it, and it seems so atmospheric and so horror.
Oh fuck! Crime noticed.
By who?
I don't know.
Did someone watch you through the window or something?
Yeah, they can do that. I know he's got a glass. I'm pretty sure he drinks from a glass in here. If not, we'll just garrot him when he comes in.
You can do something with the aircon. What's that?
I think you can poison the aircon, maybe. I don't know, or turn it
That's
off
weird.
and lure the guy out.
Kill him with a coconut.
Yeah, excuse me.
Can I not dress up as him? Oh, it's raining very heavily. What? That I didn't mean to do that.
What, here or there?
At my house.
It's been raining quite badly here as well. There's flood warnings.
Golly gee willikers.
I should think I in my second floor flat, third floor if you're an American. I think I should be okay.
Right, I guess there isn't a thing here. I thought there was, but there isn't. Okay then.
You know you look like right now, don't you?
A twat. There he is.
Yeah, but also Bruce Willis in Unbreakable.
Huh.
Are you familiar with Unbreakable?
It's the one with the people. Superheroes. He's got fucked up bones, and he.
One of them has Glassman, as played by
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, but Bruce Willis can sort of tell what crimes people have done by touching them, and also can't swim, but also doesn't get sick, which is like a weird combination.
Don't mess with Franco's new experiment. He's trying to distill the essence of.
Right, I've got to change a plan how I'm going to do this. I think I have.
Why did no one ever question the pile of clothes on the?
I don't know. There's a lot of things. How come everybody happens to be Agent 47's exact size?
I like to headcanon that they aren't, and he's actually a shapeshifter.
Maybe it's a skill he sort of picks up, that he can sort of make temporary adjustments to clothes to make them fit in a way that makes them look like they fit perfectly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Like he sort of rolls up sleeves in such a way that it's not easy to see. I don't fucking know.
It makes no sense.
Doesn't make.
But I don't have to.
So, let's see. What I can do.
Piano Man.
I can try and poison him. Thing is, I need something for him to drink. Or eat. Or ingest in any way.
Fish finger sandwich.
I don't know whether he's got one lying about.
That's a bit of an oversight on his part.
I've pushed him in there before.
What is it? Like a threshing machine? Or
It's
something?
a cocaine sorting machine
What the fuck?
Well, I think if you put the powder in, it turns it into bricks, which is what these guys are doing.
Okay. It's not like for nut sorting squirrels, Willy Wonka or something.
No.
There's a bunch of 80s yuppies organising cocaine mine.
Yes. Ah.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
But don't know what happened there. It didn't crash. It just minimized.
Oh wow, you got a bit more careful.
I didn't do anything.
You must have done something. I sure as shit didn't.
The internet's gone. Is that it? Is that what threw you off, Mr. Computer? It's not. Okay.
Well, it can't be because we're still talking.
I know, but if it just temporarily blipped or something, I don't know. All right. So he's not even in there alone. I've got to kill his guard. What I've got to do. If I kill him, it's going to be really fucking difficult to... I can't dispose of it very easily is the thing. Okay, I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do.
What are you gonna do?
So, this is his prized plant sample. And he's using it to create drugs. If I tamper with this, he'll go apeshit, it'll die, and he'll have to go out into the jungle and get another one with his two guards. There's a point where you can take out his two guards without him noticing. The point is that you sort of push him off the cliff, but I can just garrote him. So that is what I shall do. What is your problem, mate?
Many people have wanted to know.
Don't move.
They don't know who did it.
Someone's making trouble.
What's nature finds a way?
Gets killed by... Oh. Oh. You and your lead pipes. It was Ben in the jungle with a lead pipe. They'd never see that coming, would they?
Has he noticed his bloody thing's been destroyed?
So what, you're just going to shotgun him when he comes
No,
out
I'm
here?
going to garrote him when I've got a chance.
And then you get the Piano Man thingy. Woo! Piano Man famously being...
Leonard Sky Nerd.
I just wish you'd take music seriously just once. It's such an important medium.
I do take it seriously.
Just stand back. I'll check it out. Okay, now go do your job.
See him run, see him run.
Run, run! Is he not alone in that room?
Come on.
Yeah, I have to get one more.
Hang on. There he is. He's shitting himself.
Well, that's not a very helpful thing to do.
He would have been shitting himself if I could poison him.
Faulty equipment. This cannot go on. Let's see. Ah, yes,
No, it was right.
There was a flower on the path. What color was it? Red. Must be this way.
Oh, I don't know why he's walking like that. That's not safe at all.
I have to say, he looks like a former PE teacher who was sort of caught doing dodgy stuff. Doesn't he?
He does a bit.
It's a short.
Also looks like he shat himself.
When he's all fucked up in the head because of cocaine, and he.
Well,
I've got to wait until he's eased straight on, I guess. Come on, let's get this over with.
Jesus, he's talking to himself as well, isn't he?
He does a lot of
He
that.
really is an old man. So old we could call him Gary.
All targets neutralized.
What would be your method of murder if you could?
Excellent work, 47.
Poison.
Now head for an exit.
So you don't have to be around.
Yeah. Right, shall we steal the big bad sport car?
What makes it a bad sports car? The fact that
Okay,
it's-
the big bad's sport car.
Oh, the red one that we saw.
Yeah, I think so. Remember when we
Oh,
killed
yeah,
him, we
yeah.
picked up a set of keys.
I missed that bit, but go on.
Well, when we killed him, we picked up a set of keys.
But it's funny you did that because that speedrunner that I've been seeing some videos of,
Mm.
where they're explaining stuff, he'll say, "Do you remember that bit, however long ago, where I said, bada 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 bada?" And then he will rewind and play the bit where he said, bada 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 bada.
Hmm.
And it's always very precise. So he'll say, in about 2 minutes and 35 seconds, this will become very useful because what bada bada. And then, do you remember that bit 2 minutes 35 seconds ago? Where I said, yeah, he does that, and it's funny to me.
Well, that's funny because whenever I do something like that, you seem to hate it.
But yeah, but the thing is, when you do it, you seem like an ass about it.
I can't help the way
When you do it,
I
it
am,
just
man.
doesn't work. I mean, you can try.
You wouldn't have me any other way.
I would. I'd murder you if I could get away with it.
That's what a
But
horrible,
alas,
a horrible thing to say to a friend.
are you honestly saying you wouldn't kill me if you could?
No. Well,
You should, because I'm a bastard.
You know what the fuck
You
you?
can't keep getting away with this.
You know what the fuck you think I am, man? I'm sorry you're chomping at the bit to kill me at every moment. But
Every opportunity.
I quite like you.
Why? I don't even like me. And you decided to do that silly thing where you're going to introduce me to colleagues.
Well,
This is Jordan. I quite like him, but he wants to murder me.
you're not the only person I have that relationship with.
No, and I think it says something about you more than it does anyone else.
Oh, absolutely.
It must do. You are the common factor.
You don't actually want to murder me, though.
No, but I mean, if the opportunity came up,
Nah.
I might take it.
Nah, you wouldn't.
I'd regret it.
Nah, you wouldn't.
Militia transport network disabled.
No, I would. I would
Nah.
regret it.
You wouldn't do it.
Oh,
I know you wouldn't do it. You're only joking. But the fact is, you joke about it, and so is this other person, which is interesting.
well.
I really hate how they don't have like proper animated cutscenes in this game.
Just like that Walking Dead game that came out last year.
Mm.
They have to pay for what they did.
Wasn't very old, was he?
No.
So is this where we find out that Diane is actually like your mum or something?
No.
We can prove the
He said that in a way that suggested that actually maybe
Well, we find out something.
for a retry.
is she your auntie?
No.
Did she murder you? Did she
No.
birth you?
No.
Like as a midwife.
Just a company. They're not above the law, don't you see? This is bigger.
Don't you see? This is bigger than James. Those bastards killed 80 people. I say it.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if in a game full of English people doing foreign accents, these two characters were played by like Indians?
That'd be fantastic. I would love it.
Diana.
Boom.
What did you do?
See, how did I know? Because it's predictable. They'll be digging up bodies trying to find out what happened here for years. It's convenient to have a space.
Isn't it? Well, they probably had the plots already, didn't they?
Peter survived the war.
Yeah. Well, he was only 3 when it ended.
You know where they are?
Where?
South Africa?
Yes.
South Africa.
We never actually go to South Africa in this game.
Fucking prawns. That's basically my extent of South Africa. Boom.
Yeah. Well.
Well, that's apartheid for you.
I'm going to be going.
We've done it again.
Got an hour and 14 minutes thereabouts. So yeah, I guess we'll call it there for Hitman, because the next one's pretty long. We're going to India for a mission I don't particularly like.
Well, everyone will sound English again.
Yeah. Yes, they will. So yeah.
We're going to a call centre and they'll sound English.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.